pour one out for California's electric vehicle mandate.
We officially rescue the U.S. auto industry from destruction by terminating the California electric vehicle mandate once and for all. Under the previous administration, the federal government gave left-wing radicals in California dictatorial powers to control the future of the entire car industry all over the country, all over the world, actually. Signed 3 pieces of legislation that will kill the California mandates forever, and they're never coming back.
President Trump signing on the dotted line of a trio of congressional resolutions stopping Greasy Gavin from banning gas-powered cars by 2035. It also stops a dozen other blue states that were set to follow California's lead with copycat mandates.
It's a win for the auto industry. It's a win for American freedom and a win for our next guest. California Congressman Kevin Kiley was an integral player in delivering today's big signing, and he joins us now. This is so delicious because California, it wasn't just the 11 states, Congressman, that were following California's lead. California was literally dictating the kind of cars that our automakers or all automakers would be forced to manufacture, and trucks as well. On that note, and because this was done through the Congressional Review Act, it has no judicial review, and there can be no order that is similar to what was just ixnayed. It's fantastic.
You said it. This is a huge win for sanity in California, and as you just said, really for all Americans, because there were a dozen states tied to this, and it was forcing the auto industry into a very bad situation, having to essentially comply with California's standards nationwide. And so it's important to emphasize that the sheer breadth of what Gavin Newsom tried to do. He literally tried to ban gas cars in the state of California, which the vast majority of Californians drive, which the vast majority of Americans drive. And no one ever voted on that. It was something that he issued. The legislature didn't vote on it. Congress had never voted on it. And yet he wanted to make that decision on behalf of every single California driver. As it happens, the resolution that I introduced to reverse his ban got bipartisan support. We got 35 Democrats to vote for it in the House of Representatives. And I think this is the latest sign that common sense is returning to America, and common sense is even returning to California.
Congressman, congratulations. I know this is something, as you just pointed out, you've been working on. Big win for Californians and you as well. But why did Governor Gavin Newsom try to do this? Why was he set on banning gas-powered vehicles by 2035? What was his motivation?
Well, I'm so glad you asked that, because the origin of this is sort of even worse than you would think. It was in 2020. We were in the midst of the worst wildfire in the history of the state. You know, people are suffering. Homes are being burned down. Our courageous firefighters are doing everything they possibly can to get the blaze under control. And so what does Newsom do? He comes out and says, I have the solution. We are going to ban gas cars. That's what we're going to do. And he even blamed California drivers for making wildfires worse. And so it's all part of Newsom's attempt to really just blame anyone other than himself for our state's problems, and to try to get to as far as he possibly can to the sort of far, far left of the radical progressive wing of the Democrat Party in being able to say California was the first in the country to do this. Well, a lot of times when Newsom says that we're the first, we end up being the only one to do it, and then California has to backtrack as well. That's exactly what happened here.
And California doesn't get a do-over because it's donezo now, thanks to also Lee Zeldin at the EPA. Thank you so much, Congressman Kevin Kiley.